15 minutes, I would appreciate that. So if you can raise your hands and I'll finish it. If we can answer the questions, or any members can answer the questions, or town clerk, we will do. If we can't answer them today, then we'll give you a written response in the near future. Yes.
My question relates to item 16A on the agenda, which is the lift at the Lakeside Cafe. Obviously this has been raised before, and the reasoning that you're giving is that you want to purchase this lift so that disabled people can get up to the function room for weddings, etc. The question I'd like to ask is, in October 2019, you actually purchased a tent, obviously it's the marquee, for £7,199 that has then had another cost for a repair, which was last year, November 21, for £1,200. I've been through all the minutes and I can't actually see any proposal to buy this tent stroke marquee. All I can see is a reference that you were wanting to hold wedding receptions stroke events. So first of all, can you tell me, why did you purchase the marquee?
Alan?
It was for outdoor events, wasn't it, in the patio area, so people could stay outside longer through the year.
I mean, I'll give you an
You've got a
example.
roving mic, and you've got a roving mic, we can't hear it.
Anybody can take it now?
Could you hear me?
No,
Oh,
I
sorry,
can't hear it.
sorry.
Oh, you speak softly. Quietly.
Quietly.
Please, if you wouldn't answer, thank you.
Thank you. So was the actual marquee purchased to hold weddings? Because that's what I've been told that that's what it was purchased for.
It was purchased to hold events, obviously, whatever council wanted to run, and one of the events that we ran twice were on bonfire night, where we had artists on stage, and it's very inclement when the people would be undercover. And in fact, at the last bonfire night, marquee were in place, and if you look at the takings for that night, because of marquee and different things, taking for that night were £9,300 in house. So,
and
that's just one event.
it's not up at the moment. So can you tell me where is the marquee at the moment and how is it stored?
It'll be in store because I think it will take me down because of high winds.
Right.
Jim, it's been damaged bad by the weight of snow and wind. That's why it was took down.
Well, that might be the case. Like, can you answer that, Alan?
I think it was damaged slightly, and they put away for storage.
Yeah.
And was the 7,199, did that include installation, or was that done by the...
It was done in-house installation.
So that was a cost on top of the 7,199?
Well, not really, because it was done by ground maintenance.
Yeah, but there's a cost, there's their wages, there is a cost involved.
I think it's been erected 3 times and taken down 3 times.
So it wasn't actually purchased to hold weddings?
It was purchased to hold any celebrations or anything that council saw fit, bonfire night.
So when you actually say that you can't hold a wedding, stroke, christening, etc. downstairs, you could actually do that by using the marquee, couldn't you?
If you wanted a bigger area than what's upstairs, you'll be able to do that in that circumstance, I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, all right, that's fine, thank you.
Chair, I'm not, we had a wedding.
Just a minute, could you pass my key and answer, please? Thank you.
Yeah, just to answer the question as well, it was to, we had a wedding, it was a motorbike lads, they got married, and that's where they were in, they didn't come in, they were in the marquee, and also we have the turns on, and we have an area for dogs, so, as you know, we get a lot of dog walkers. Well, we made an area for them, and if it were a bad day, and turn were on, it were raining, that also come in good use for that as well.
Thank you. Have a next question, please.
Can I ask one for council about I've got some things to give out as well. It's just from local residents. They wanted to ask a few questions. Firstly, they want to know when they're going to have this parish meeting. You've put it off twice.
I think we responded to the person that put it in.
And David's asked me for last year.
And Alan gave me a response to that yesterday, so I can deal with that over the weekend or on Monday.
Is that okay, David? Right.
Let's go. We've got a spare one then if you want.
I'm not going to say every time we start. Alan didn't respond yesterday. Alan responded last week. You made him aware of it yesterday. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I made this request on February 13th. There were 78 people who seconded that request. Initially, it had actually been suggested on the Hensworth Town Council webpage that it was a formal meeting. But then we were subsequently told it was an informal meeting, and we had to put it in writing. So again, I put it in writing. There were 40 people who seconded it. Right. I wrote back to you, and you said we could have a parish meeting, but you did actually advise me that there could be a new chairperson anyway, right, in April. I don't know why you told me that, as though that was perhaps to persuade me not to press ahead. Right. But we are going to press it. Right. Now, we've raised a number of allegations that have not been made by us. You're fully aware of that. We haven't made those allegations whatsoever. But we're reading them on a daily basis. We're hearing them. Right? People are talking about it all the time. There's something like 12 allegations of financial poor decision making, for want of a better word. I mean, Alan wrote back and said, if you feel offences have been committed, report it to the police. Right, now, with all due respect, Alan, you and I both know that there's got to be a certain threshold that's met. I worked in legal services as well. Right, and nobody's alleging for 1 minute that offences have taken place. But what they are actually saying is that money's been wasted, right, on quite an astounding scale. From over £175,000 on legal fees, we were clearly told you weren't going to win the damn case, but you still proceeded with it.
Can I just come in there?
No, not yet.
No,
I'm going to finish.
Well,
Then you can come back.
Okay, I'll come back to
Okay.
that.
Now, there are 13 allegations around financial management, right? But I got bored when I got to page 20 on Ferry, right? And it weren't just on Ferry, before you accused me of that one, where everybody talking to me. I got bored with it. Right, and I thought, there's probably about another 50 pages of this, but I had enough, and I found 13. There were also 12 allegations about conduct, right, in a public office. Now, you refused to actually discuss these allegations with us in February, right? You wanted to confine yourself in 21.
Just a minute. We can't
That's
see
not
what
you,
he's saying.
let's be honest.
He's not listening.
We can't see what he's saying, and you're not listening to him.
I am listening to
You
it.
know, while you're talking.
I was asking for something.
You're rude.
No, you can wait while he's finished talking.
I can wait, Alan, I can wait all day.
Yeah, okay.
So there are 25 allegations that I've put together, right? And basically, I think everybody in here has got a copy of that. I think you've seen it. And we're wanting you to tell us that actually that they're a load of rubbish. You know, and not just to tell us that, but to prove it. Because unfortunately, evidence is appearing, whether it's spreadsheets, whether it's council minutes, you know, whether it's finances, you know, whether it can tell you how much you spent on a digger or whatever. Now, I'm actually asking again, right, basically in this meeting, right, for a parish meeting. And I do understand that I actually need people to second it. So again, I'll raise it as a formal request for a parish meeting. And then I'll put it down, microphone, and see how many people want to support it. Nobody wants to support it, then we get the councillors that they deserve, don't they?
Can I just respond to that? I did receive your letter, Mr. Pearson, and I responded to you with that. But to have a parish meeting, you have to provide an agenda.
I gave you the agenda, but what happened to you?
Just a minute, my request to you, your first ones were acceptable. Your last ones then, it's like you're saying now, you've got 15, 25 items, allegations. You're not making allegations, but the ferry is, or it works.
It's not just the ferry, it's
the ferry, or the people behind the ferry want to come to this meeting and sit here like these people
but
are.
the problem is,
then
Jim,
let them come.
But the problem is, Jim, I'm making the request for a parish meeting. It doesn't matter whether it's Ferrish, God, Brown, Mr. Red, Mr. Pink, it's irrelevant. I'm making the request for a parish meeting, right, because I want you to convince me that actually you're not wasting my precept money, right? It's not your money, it's my money, right? And I want assurances, right? So I don't care what Ferrick says, it's been said, right? But come back and tell us it's a pack of lies and give us the evidence, because Ferrick, right, is giving evidence. Now, I'm not a Ferrick fan. I don't even know who Ferrick is. I don't think anybody does it like
That's just a
people
term
do
that
it,
he's using.
right? But at the end of the day, the evidence is there. Now, if it's wrong, invoke the libel laws, because it's written.
You can't
If not,
invoke-
what do you tell us?
You can't invoke a libel law against a non-diplomat. Don't exist.
Do you honestly think police living in real world, police are fine.
I'm living in real world. If somebody has a big if somebody has an alias name, the police will not investigate it.
Yes, they will.
They won't. They won't. I'll tell you that. They won't investigate it. So all I'm asking for, if you give me, Mr. Pearson, if you give me 25 items of financial irregularities and wasting your money, so that we can put them on the agenda and sign that, then it can go on the agenda and we'll have the parish meeting. That's all I've asked for.
But I think the parish meeting now.
We've done it, right? We've actually done it. They're actually all written here. You can have them now, right? It's been done, right? But I suspect what will come back is another letter asking them to clarify something else. Because you could have done in the first letter said, give us the agenda and give us all the questions you want to ask. But you didn't. I'm on to letter 3 now. So what's next week's letter going to be? I didn't like your tone in this meeting.
No, I think we did ask for the agenda items.
No, you didn't. You asked for agenda items. I gave you agenda items. I have never been to a meeting yet, and I've been to a lot of public meetings where they ask for all the questions in advance.
So, can you give me one of the items then where you're saying we've wasted your money?
Well, look at the stall basket, if you want to put it that way. You were told not to proceed to the High Court, but you did it. Right, so you wasted further money. Look at the digger.
Just a minute. I'll answer that one for you. You said
no, there's no point now in doing it one by one.
No, earlier on you said that we'd wasted £175,000 of public money.
Yeah.
Can I just put you in a loop here? Sole Construction had a contract to complete to purchase Kirby Road Complex. Twice this council asked him to complete, and it took 9 or 10 months before we got an answer back.
I don't think that's quite accurate, is it?
I don't think that's
not accurate.
Check the meeting.
Just a minute. On the second one, he then asked for the conveyance solicitor's details, and he failed to complete. What happened then, on advice of our legal advisors, they said to drop hands with this and rescind the contract. Once he'd been notified that we were going to rescind the contract, he then submitted documents to us to take us to court for a specific performance, which obviously we became the defendants, the defendants, he was a claimant, so we had to defend his claim. And then it led to, after another 5 or 6 months or 10 months, where me and Councillor Maxine Hurd went to Leeds and we negotiated a settlement.
And
The
I read
settlement
all
was
them forms.
£182,000 which he paid, that the previous council had waived. They'd waived that £182,000.
Why then?
Just let me finish.
No, they didn't.
Plus, we negotiated to keep the £50,000 section 106. So in total that day, we got these people here £232,000 from the negotiations on that day to settle out of court. We weren't the ones that took it to court. We were the.
Well, why does the High Court ruling say actually you were advised that there were no merits to proceed with the case?
Well, can you show me that? Because I haven't seen
Well, read
that.
it, it's unfair.
It's probably, again, a non-diploma that's made up.
No, actually, no, this is from the judge. This is from the judge.
We've all seen it.
Well, if you can let me have a look at that, I'd be.
It's easy, get Alan to the confederate.
Well, if that's the case, then that we've got no case to answer to. That was probably from Saul's side, obviously. Yes, Chief.
No, that was the judge.
Yeah, from Saul's side.
Okay.
I don't know, the judge.
The judge is an impartial person.
You just make it up as you go
Well,
along.
you wouldn't know what's on about that.
You ought to be able to-
Don't start that yet.
While we're on the ferret, and everybody's laughing at the ferret, let me tell you that I don't go on ferret, but obviously my family have had a look on ferret, because it does know but slate, myself and Gordon, and everybody preaches mental health in this meeting, and some councillors do as well. Let me tell you, my daughter suffers with anxiety. My granddaughter lost my daughter. Right? Lost my daughter. I'm getting upset now. And there are loads of scum, that's all they are, Ferry, and there's no morals at all. And if they can't come out and say it, and they can't come out and say it,
Wait a minute,
all this
Chief. Don't you talk about morals. How you actually called a lady that walked past your premises, and it's still on your Facebook, saying, who is this casing my property?
let me
You
tell you,
ignored
we've
it,
been
apologised, and you
verbal
have not.
3 times.
I don't care whether you've
I
been.
do.
But
I do.
You should not be filming people walking through the water park.
Wait a minute, I live at the water park.
Yeah.
Are you telling me then, everybody that's got a camera on the road and everybody that walks by, are you telling me that they're not allowed to do that?
No,
I'm
you're
not
not.
pointing at anybody specifically.
You're not. It's
No,
the
I'm
public,
not.
because
She came into the garden.
she didn't come into the
It's
garden.
on the tape.
She didn't. She's actually walking along the wall, and that lady was really upset of what you had actually said, but it's still on your Facebook
And so
page.
were I upset as well.
You've not removed it. It's still on your personal Facebook page, and it's had over
It's gone off
1,700
ferry
views.
because obviously I've touched a nerve. I don't mean everybody that obviously, well, I don't know, people reply on ferry, but it's nothing's proved, nothing. They can't even put a name to it, and I don't know why people listen to ferry. And if it's funny, ferry, keep reading it, because I don't care a toss about ferry.
I don't think you give a toss about out really.
So,
Excuse me.
can I just bring it to order?
Can Councillor Hurd do what we've come in to do tonight and present the residents' evidence? It's all going off track,
Yeah, but
and that's not what
we've
we've come
only
for,
got.
Councillor Kenyon.
People
Just a
were
minute.
mentioning ferry, so I've mentioned
Just a minute. Ferry were brought into it,
Can
so.
Councillor
You brought
Hurd
it into
present
it.
what we've given her,
No, I
please?
Yes, you did.
Acknowledge-
You brought the excuse me. You brought the ferret into this.
No, we didn't.
No,
You did.
No, we
Can
Can we just calm it down, please?
Right.
Right, I've just got a few more things from residents. the packs you've got, page 1 is the letter from a councillor dated 7th of 3rd 22 stating, again, blame of non-information to residents regarding LP 2036, and it's all fault of Labour's councillors from last council. That is wrong. It states that 350 letters were issued to residents regarding the local plan on the estate of Julie's. That is wrong. We have got proof from Wakefield. Consultation period was in 2020. HTC independents were responsible for informing the residents, not Labour. The fact that a statement of information never went out, but Hackworth actually did one for this same development, and all we got on our newsletter were Mr. Kenyon dressed as a Harvey Silver. This was followed up by contacting Mr. Neville Ford's office, planning department, requesting sight of such a letter that the councillor had stated. Obviously no letters existed. The senior planning officer, Sarah Smith, confirmed that this in an email, and Wakefield Metropolitan District Council have launched an investigation as to why the councillor has made these allegations. Email to Sue Templeman, Town Clerk of Hackworth, asking how their residents knew about Wakefield Plan 2036 and Emsworth residents didn't. Hackworth Parish Council meeting 14th at 3rd 22, agenda item number 16 to discuss Emsworth residents' request. We had a meeting with Sue Templeman and she gave us everything what we needed to know. HTC November, December 2020 when they actually put their, Hackworth actually put out their statements of information. We had nothing on our newsletter. Hackworth Council newsletter, it had everything. It had a link to this development and had to have their say on it. Page 7, proof email regarding publication draft was sent. Page 8, HTC should have done statement of information, community plan, HTC answers to residents, did not read emails, did not know about it, not done, no consultation done. And that's just 34 pages what we have got.
Thank you for that, Maxine. I'll just like to reiterate what I said I would get for Mr. Pearson and Julie.
As long as I can answer it.
And it's on this document that's on your seats if you'd like to look at it. And it's highlighted in yellow.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And what it states here on the paragraph 3 from the bottom. In 2017, Emsworth Town Council were made aware of the proposed
Let him
development,
do it and I'll answer him.
and did they receive any emails or letters monitoring? That was a question from the District Council to Wakefield Council. The answer came back from Bronwyn Knight, who's Director for Planning, and we also spoke to her on phone, and it was Bronwyn Knight that stated to us that 350 letters went to residents. Not my saying, the information I got was from Wakefield for yourselves.
It's not on that email though.
If you go to
It's not on that email.
Just a minute, I've got an email at the bottom of that. If you go to the next one, between October and December 2017, early engagement consultation took place to form the public, other and stakeholders that the council was starting work on the new local plan. As part of the process, the council invited sites to put forward a suitable for the development. And then it goes on to say, Emsworth Town Council and council officials attended a Town and Parish Council liaison group meeting in November 2017 and informed representatives about the early engagement process. The Town Council for Emsworth Town and Parish Council was in attendance and a copy of the meeting and the minutes are attached to inform residents. Also attached is the Town Council meeting and there were also Wakefield elected members known. That were in November and October 2017.
Chair,
If
can I
you-
ask a quick question? What do you think the words early engagement consultation means?
Well, I'm coming to that.
I think you have to retire, boy.
What that means is your first stage
I'll let you answer.
where you should have been informed by either Wakefield or this council. That's what that means, early engagement.
But what about all these letters?
If you, just a minute, if you have a look on your seats, there should be a document like this,
On your seat.
which states Wakefield District Local Plan 2036. Initial draft plan, site assessment, technical paper. There were 35 pages to this, but obviously I've not copied all 35. If you turn on to the next page, what it states here is the early engagement consultation, including calls and sites. The table shows the key factors against the sites, and it goes on for technical details. If you turn to page number 3, then attached to this, and this is dated December 2018, and it's highlighted in yellow, the Pacific site in 2018, it states, I'm sorry that it's in small, but it states east of Wakefield Road, Emsworth, it states housing, and it states accepted, and then that is on that, and I think there's 15 sites highlighted in Emsworth for LDF. So this was sent to Emsworth Town Council, this copy of local plan, and that's what Wakefield are on about. Once again, it wasn't me that stated that 350 houses received it, it was the information received from Bronwyn Knight, Director for Planning, and the letters that were sent here. The other letter that I'd like to just to add to you, which is in blueprint, it's on your seats if you'd like to look at that. Your letter on that states, in total, 702 local residents and community groups, organisations of Wakefield District were notified about the publication of local draft plan consultation event by email. 25 people without the details of the location, addresses and accounts. It isn't clear how many people were based in Wakefield, but then it goes on to say 395 local residents and community groups, organisations.
Are you avoiding public questions or
in
what?
Wakefield.
Yeah.
I'm reading this now, so I'm trying to substantiate what happened in 2017 and 18. And all I'm saying is, let's be fair, let's have a level playing field.
Can I answer you?
The
Can I
question
answer?
is all this were on the table for others. Just 1 minute, last one, Maxine. You stated at one of last meetings that when all this were going on, Councillor Westmoreland didn't attend these. If you look at your attached agendas, there's minutes of a meeting here on 10th of October 2017, Wakefield Local Development Framework, Wakefield District Residential Design Guide, right? All details would have been provided and circulated to members on that date. It also goes on 5th of December 2017, Wakefield District Local Plan 2036, early engagement, calls for site update. And then minutes were noted. Councillor Westmoreland attended both meetings, but you said that she weren't in attendance, Maxine.
Right, can I have my say now?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know whether anybody knows what early engagement means.
I do.
Right, but in 2017, Wakefield put out a thing that they were wanted to do an early engagement on the Wakefield Plan 2036. At that time, all these were pinpointed within our areas of Wakefield. Not one of them was pinpointed properly. It was just saying, and if you read them, it'll tell you that you've got football pitches, everything. It's just that they were potential development.
Yep.
Right? This was for Wakefield to tell the councillors what were going to happen in the next couple of years. Nothing in 2017 was pinpointed, not one development. in 2019, that's when 2 years down the line, Wakefield said, right, we've pinpointed, and these are what we want to develop. So 2017, they wouldn't have had a clue. It was just a presentation saying, this is what we're going to do moving forward to get to 2036. Not one of them councillors knew what were happening until 2019.
Who were in charge then, Maxine, in 2000 or?
Councillor Kenyon.
So excuse me, in
And then in
2019,
2019,
from January to
a statement of
May,
information should have
from-
gone out.
Well, I'll go one step better. From December 2018 to May 2019, it will Labour control, or 15 Labour councillors on. And this paper specifically says, you've all got a copy if you'd like to look at it. And what it says is, this is dated December plan, 2018, local plan, initial draft plan, site assessment and technical paper. Attached to that is page 17, there's 35 pages to it, and it specifically pinpoint LP21, east of Wakefield Road, Hemsworth, housing and accepted. It's been accepted.
It also
So if
pinpoints
that's been accepted,
all the
it
other
must have been
access
sent
is what they want.
to Hemsworth Town
They gave them
Council
all
in 2018.
names, right? And it names everything, right? And not everything will pinpoint it was done
All I'm
until
saying is, this, if
2019.
you look at your copy of this, I can justify what I'm saying. I'll just
You can't justify it.
How can you
They've all
justify
got
it?
LPs in front of the names.
What's the allegation? LP21 is the site that we're talking about. And
But
that is
it didn't get
2018.
it didn't get
All I'm
pinpointed
saying
until
is,
2019.
just a minute, this is a district matter more than a parish, town and parish matter.
It is not.
But
You should have done a statement of information. You should have let the parishioners know.
But if you're laying the blame at the town and parish council door, then you've got to look back to 17 and 18 when it was initially put together. The starting point. And finally, I'd like to finish off with, here's an email.
He actually believes it.
Here's an email.
He actually believes it himself.
Well, it's, you need to have a look
my
at that
case.
then, Max.
Dominating public questions.
Finally,
Mr. Kenyon.
just a minute, here's an email.
Life's that much, he believes
Here's
it's
an
fair.
email which has been passed round, it's on your seats, and it's been redacted, that was sent in January 2020 from Wakefield Local Development Framework Team,
Who were in charge until
giving
January
that
2020?
resident an update
Who were
on
on council?
LP21.
Well, Mr. Kenyon. Mr. Kenyon,
No, just a minute, I've got this.
I'm going to ask you, no, I want to ask you the question on the letter you've just answered.
Just a minute.
Which
Well, answer the question, please.
Just a minute, I've
What
got the
objections
gentleman back.
to?
No, you don't want to answer the
I
question.
know, I'll come to you.
Well, answer the question on the letter you've just read, because you've contradicted yourself.
I'm not contradicting.
You have, because it says here, whoa, it says here, the council until 31st of December 2020. Why didn't you reply to them then?
Because from,
Come on.
from July, from
Us
July 2020 till March 2020, we were in lockdown, and the only
Mr. Kenyon, it says here, the council have until the 31st of December 2020 to undertake consultation. Why didn't you do it? Answer the question. Why didn't you consultate?
And I've answered the question. Why weren't
You weren't young.
18 and 18?
No, answer the question. Why didn't you take it up on the 31st, before 31st of December 2020?
Ask him why you were able to take souls up.
And you're blaming this, you're blaming that,
I'm not blaming anybody.
you're blaming everything, no, you're blaming
All
everything.
I'm trying to establish is that it was
What
brought
is
to this council's attention in 17 and 18. That's all I'm trying to establish.
Yes, right. 17 and 18 were brought to your attention. You are, listen, you've just stated it there, man. Come on. Hold up. No, hold this little counter, will you?
If you continue in that tone of voice, I'll vote for you.
No, listen, answer the question. You've just mentioned there 2017, 2018. Yes?
Yes.
Right. You had until 31st of December 2020 to consultate with them. Why didn't you do it? That is the question.
I went to council in 2017 and 18.
Jesus Christ. You've just stated there, 2017, 2018, the letter says, reply to them by 31st of December 2020. Why didn't you reply to them? That is the question.
The answer is you need to ask councils at that time.
So, all these lot on here then, will every one of you on council in 2017, 18 and 2020?
I'm going to move progress because we're going round in circles.
You move in progress because you don't know the answer. That's why you move in progress.
I've given you the answers.
You haven't got an answer.
The lady there wants.
Come here. I'll come to the front, it's easy enough. Do you understand, newly elected councillors, why you've got them packs from residents, why the evidence has been sought? Do you understand why we're so angry when you read information? Thank you. Thank you. That's from councillors that do understand. Councillor Kenyon, you have been asked since last summer by the planning officer, Sarah Smith. She's been trying to ask you questions and speak to you. You're like the Scarlet Pimpernel when I want to talk to you. Those evidence packs have been put together for one reason. It's what residents have found as evidence that I can tell at the last 5 meetings we've been to, you didn't have a clue. You didn't have a clue about LP21. You didn't have a clue about the Wakefield 2036. Could I ask for a show of hands, genuinely, honestly, who knew about LP21? Can I have a show of hands, please? To the date of last year when residents became aware what was happening, which was the 3rd of August 2021.
I didn't know about it. Before then, I didn't know.
You did, thank you. Councillors? No. You didn't know? Councillor Eccles has already told me she didn't know. Why not?
Because he didn't tell us.
Because
when the statement of information community plan should have been done to the residents, as Aquas did with their residents, had a full survey, full questionnaire, on board with John Trickett. We've attended the meetings at Wakefield. You didn't turn up, Councillor Kenyon. Mr Draper, you didn't turn up either. So I'll ask again, stop passing it, please, to 2017. You have been in power on this council since 2019. It was only the volume 1 back in 2017. The green spaces weren't even actually named. Wakefield site LP21 didn't exist. They looked at the green space areas when Council Westmoreland was actually there.
Yeah.
It's been independent councillors that's been responsible for notifying residents of any proposed housing sites in this area. And on the 7 sites that were actually put forward on the LP, you made comments, and I've read them again today, Mr Draper, what you returned on the 8th of December 2020. Don't keep using COVID as an excuse. Aquas didn't use it as an excuse for their residents. They got a survey, they got questionnaires, they got absolutely everything that they needed to know from their council as a community. Most of these all live on our estate or from a concern with what's happening. Where was our statement information community plan? And do not go back to 2017. It was actually you had until the 31st of December 2020 to do it. I'm sorry to say, none of you did anything about it.
thank you, but all I can say is, I reiterate, the other councillors, if we weren't informed about it, then how come
We were informed about Saul what was on that same document.
We weren't informed.
You was on.
Mr. Kenyon.
I'm moving progress, I'm moving progress.
You're moving progress. Mr. Kenyon, my opinion is of this council, you or rest of them don't know what you're doing.
No answers.
All these councillors on here do not know what you're doing. And I think it's about time you inform them all.
Thank you, because
Not what you want to do. They're there. You're elected. Mr. Kenyon, can I ask you a question? Why? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Who elected you? Who elects you people on council? Who elects you people on council? Come on, answer the question. Who elects you people on this council?
Usually, members of the public.
Right. Why don't you do what members of the public tell you?
We do.
You don't. You go against every one of them. And these lot here, and this lot here, don't know what you're doing.
We're going to move progress.
Move progress because you can't answer the question.
Unfortunately, like I've said previously in other meetings, none of these councillors were aware of LP 21.
So why don't you tell them?
Once again,
It's not allowing it.
I spent 40 minutes trying to explain it then.
They spent 40 minutes driving
right,
Tolwyn.
if I can, I've got to move progress because we've been on with this 45 minutes. Once again, when I was informed about this last August, I put letters through everybody's letterbox to try and get people together to find out what were appertaining. And I'll say it again, and I think these councils say the same. At that particular time, we were in the dark as much as you. We do support you. We do support you. You said that we had emails back to you. Can you please provide me with a copy of the email that I've received regarding LP21? You can. So what I will say to you is, ever since it was brought up, we have supported these people and we support you today. We believe we don't want any housing on that green belt in between Vale Park. Just a minute. We don't want any housing in between Vale Park and Woodlands Estate. The infrastructure in this village, Kingsley Fitzwilliam, with schools, dentists and doctors, along with traffic that goes up there, would not cater for it, as well as the air quality management area that's already over subscriptions. So long as you know that we would support you, we would be behind you. I think that's echoed from everybody here. I'll just go on to you, Councillor Shane Folletti.
What can we do to help the residents moving forward? Instead of saying what we should have done, what can we do?
Well, that's a good point from Councillor Shane Folletti. What can we do to help going forward?
Voted on.
We don't feel like we're supporters.
So, if you'd like to present it a letter or anything, I know John Trickett's been involved, but if like it's been stated, just a minute, one at a time please, if like it's been stated that Wakefield Council have acted unlawful by putting this together and they've not informed you correctly, then the next point, or the point should have been, to judicially review them. And I thought that's what John Trickett would do.
That's what we're doing.
Why did you see to them on 31st of December 2020?
Because John Trickett...
Never mind John Trickett, why did you...
Please, stop addressing me in that tone of voice.
Why did you not address the situation on 31st of December 2020?
Because we've already told you we did not...
These lot didn't know nothing about it.
And neither did I.
God.
So I've got to move progress. We've got quite a large agenda here.
A large agenda, because you don't know what you're doing.
How come Actors knew about it then and just didn't?
Sorry?
How did Actors know about it and you didn't?
Because they were proactive.
Well, you need to ask them that. Can I just tell you this? We've made inquiries. It's just a minute, right? South Kirby, just let me tell you something. South Kirby, South Hemsel, Upton, Featherstone and Normanton never involved any of their residents with the
That's got nothing to do with us.
2036 plan.
It's got nothing
So
to do
it's
with
not a
us.
mandatory,
No.
it's not a mandatory responsibility of this council.
God.
It is a mandatory
But
competence.
I know how important it is to you, and like I'm saying, if we'd have been informed about it, I can assure you, we would have notified you. It would have been easier to notify you than to do what we're doing. And don't shout out. So I've got to move progress now to your next point on your agenda. We've been 55 minutes.
You've been on most of
I'm
it.
just saying. Did you?
And put your hand up if you want to ask a question.
So just put it up and you turn around and tell them to shut up.
Moving on to the next question. Item number 4, I'll come to you in a minute. And item number 4, recorded votes. Alan.
Alan, get a bit mic, please. Can't hear you.
Councillor Middleton has asked for recorded votes on items 12, 13, 14, 16, 19, 20, 21, 25, 27, C and E.
We haven't finished, right? We actually made a request for a parish meeting, right? It's seconded. 10 people have already said they want a parish meeting.
Mr. Pearson, you've gone through the correct process to apply to this council for a parish meeting.
Well, can't
You've got the correct signatures. I've got your letter yesterday, so I'll respond to you. And what I'll do, I'll ask Alan for the nearest or earliest date when this room's not occupied to put that meeting forward for you.
Alan, can you explain to us what we need to do to get Wakefield involved? With the council. So if Mr. Pearson makes a suggestion and other people second it, would we get a parish vote?
We get, well, if we've got parish meetings.
Parish vote.
A parish meeting has been requested, and what the chairman says it'll be at Chris in the next couple of weeks, or something like that.
We don't want it in a couple of weeks.
So
what do you suggest for us so we can get a parish vote?
First time we asked for it was like the 13th of February.
A parish vote could be asked at the parish meeting.
Then I wrote to him and he waited 2 weeks to reply.
And what about in this meeting?
In this meeting now, Alan.
There's nothing agenda for that.
Well, there's
So
nothing
look,
agenda for that.
let's move on to item number 5. Town meetings to approve the respective minutes of the council meetings held on 3rd of February, 28th of February. Can I have a mover, please?
No, sorry.
Can I just say, as a resident,
the community because you won't damn well listen to words.
Put
it up.
we stand here as representatives of a lot of older people who aren't here as well. We've been represented really well by Mr. Pearson. I don't know Mr. Pearson, but he's calmly and articulated himself very clearly to someone who hasn't been here previously. You must appreciate what he is saying to you. I stand here as a new parishioner joining you, and I'm embarrassed. I cannot believe what I am witnessing. The evidence is in front of us, and I, for one, am ashamed. I cannot believe what you are telling me, and I, for one, have no confidence that you, as chair, are standing up for the rights of these residents, and I'm sure people in here will stand with me and second what I have just said.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to second it? Does anybody want to second what I've just said?
All I can say to that is what I've said previously. As soon as I were aware of what we discussed in LP 21 in August,
Mr. Kenyon, with all due respect,
letterbox
that's irrelevant now. What I'm saying is,
You only did that because
Can I ask how many people asked to second
No, it
it,
was Mrs.
Alan?
Gibson that asked me to do
How
that.
many people have to second it?
I actually spoke with you on the phone. I've actually got.
It's up
So how
to
many
you.
people?
I'll second what she
is
said.
no confidence.
So,
I have a vote of no
as Councillor
confidence.
Paletti stated, what would you like us to do?
I
To
have a vote
What
of
a
no
Can I have one
confidence.
at a time?
I have a vote of no confidence in you, Councillor Kenyon,
that you have the best interests of our residents here at this moment in time. And if anybody would like to second me with that, please feel free.
I'll tell you what I'd like, Mr. Kenyon. You blamed COVID in lockdown, but it didn't stop you carrying on trying to get the salt thing done in Bangor, so it didn't stop you here.
So where do we move from here?
I'd like you to repay that money before you take it up.
About LP21.
You're not answering.
You're not answering
They're
the question.
ignoring you.
Unfortunately, we can't ignore it because it's been recorded that this is what's happened. I put that forward that I have no confidence that you have the best interests of our residents at heart. It's been seconded, third, several times. It is now for you and our councillors to step forward and do the right thing. And I am asking you, Mr. Kenyon, to step down.
And I
agree.
And I've been putting my hand up, and he don't check, he don't see it,
This
does
is
he?
the last town council
Take them to
meeting
you.
this year.
Hey? Take them
So,
to you.
in the next few weeks, there'll be appointment of
For
a
me?
new chairman.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
That is not what I've just asked. No, in fact, the statement I've just made. We all know the rules and regulations. I have voted that I personally have no confidence that you have the best interests of our parish, our residents at heart, and I am voting personally, hopefully with everybody behind me, to say that you need to do the right thing and step down and resign.
Right, have you noticed I've got my hand up?
Go on.
Yeah? Have you?
Yeah, and we need to move on.
Have you noticed?
Forget the move on, answer the
I'm not
question.
moving on yet. Have you
No.
noticed?
Can
I keep telling
I
you,
just
right,
say that
listen.
our contact Wakefield.
I am so embarrassed with you.
And sort it out.
After meetings you've never let us know about, and things like that, and you will not listen to anybody when they're telling you proper things. I am so embarrassed when I go out in the street and they know that you're still on the bloody council. Because they're sick and tired of what you're doing.
You've totally dominated public questions, and so there's time.
Yeah, that lady there, she's been talking nice to you.
I'll come back to you. I appreciate.
No, you can't come back to her. She's asked you to
I
resign.
appreciate what
So
you
do
said.
the right
We've
thing.
got tonight's meeting to conclude, yeah?
I think it's already concluded, Mr.
Concluded.
Kenyon, with the greatest respect.
These issues on this.
We've already made
This what you've got on
the
here,
movement as
on this
residents.
Yes, Mr.
paper.
You are here to
Alan,
serve us,
Alan.
not the other way round.
The residents of this area voted you all up, what's on now, to be here and
They
represent
didn't
their
vote him on
people.
though, did they?
They was
They
all
didn't
voted on at the
on.
last
It wasn't
election.
voted on.
It was voted on at the last election, each and every one of you all.
He was not voted
They won't
on.
vote it on.
He went voted on.
Nobody put up against us, Alan.
Nobody put up against it, so all right then, nobody put up against it, so they continue to be in
He
office.
wasn't
Full
voted
stop.
on.
But at the end of the day, this lot here has voted for a chairman.
Alan,
No, we didn't.
what the process is here, so that the
It's
public
actually
has given us a vote of
down.
no confidence in the chairman. What is the correct procedure?
If a councillor wants to submit a motion
Vote
or
for
confidence
confidence.
in a council or the chairman.
Would any councillor support me and my seconded member?
All the councillors should vote, have a vote of no confidence in him.
We need to hear what he's saying first. We don't want to understand.
Well, is it, you've got the vote of no confidence in
No,
him.
he needs to explain what we need to do, and then we'll.
What did you?
Let
Go on.
him explain.
Let him explain then.
If a councillor wants to submit a motion of no confidence in the chairman,
Yeah.
then that councillor would submit that motion like they would any other way. Whether it's about a no confidence motion or whether it's about binding assessor into the park. They would send it to me and I would add it to the next council meeting agenda. If the parishioner wants to have that same vote, that would be at a parish meeting, where it would be held as a regular vote. So as of tonight being a council meeting, it's the only way it would, but it couldn't, it's not on the agenda. So public are perfectly entitled to express their opinion, but there could be no vote held tonight. So again, if councillors want it on the next agenda item, or if they want to call an extraordinary council meeting to have that motion of confidence, then councillors can do, and or a parish meeting as well.
Yeah, but Alan.
Can I just speak?
Yeah.
Alan, can I rent this room next Thursday, please? So I can hold a parish meeting.
Yeah, seconded.
And I'll second that.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. Why?
Why can't I?
Maxine,
Come
Come on, Mr.
No,
Kenyon.
because
Why?
we've been waiting
So,
All
can
the
we,
time.
we need to request a parish meeting for next Thursday, that's the process, yeah?
Why?
Because we need to look at what rules, and I need to look who's available.
But can we have a parish meeting at the next
First
Thursday?
So yes, the parish meeting, that first letter, and
You'll have to provide an agenda for parish meeting.
They gave you the agenda, if they gave you, right,
Look,
I'll
we-
read a
we went round in
letter
circles
for everybody.
now.
You're not going round in circles. The thing is, Alan,
Mr. Puppy.
any
what you
public
must
member
understand-
can ask for a vote of no confidence in, hang on, in
No,
the,
you hang on.
let me tell you, the law.
No,
Let me
you
tell
hang
you the
on.
law.
You hang on.
No, listen
That
to
is
it.
Let me
three
tell
times-
you the
this is
law.
3 times I've asked you not to talk in that tone of voice.
Right,
please.
let me tell you the law.
Can I ask you why you're not telling him not to
This
talk in that
gentleman,
tone of
the
voice, but
town
I
clerk's
get
told
abused?
you the law.
What?
Right?
People.
The law is,
Just,
any,
I'll just answer
any
this-
councillor here
I'll just
can
answer
put a
this-
vote of
I'll
no
just answer
confidence
this-
in you.
I'll just answer this lady.
You're not listening to
Right.
him, again.
I am here to chair the meeting like.
You're there to chair the meeting, I tell you what.
Right,
All
listen,
what's
I'm
on,
sorry,
I'm gonna
I'm
be honest
sorry,
with you,
that's it.
all what's on there is a load of
I'm
rubbish.
going to that's it.
No, but you're not listening.
Every time. You have a problem with me, stand up and answer the questions. What you have?
Labour Council, worry.
You're not listening to anything.
I just want to make
Resign.
So, Mr. Kenyon, can I just ask a question? Can I ask a question? A few years ago, you did the same thing at Labour Council and you walked out, and the police come, and we tell them we weren't moving, and you were studying with it. Can you remember? So you get police to ask them to leave our building. We're staying here till you answer questions then.
I'm not being spoken like that. I don't think that's anybody else like that.
You do.
No, but I am. No, but you're walking out on me, and you did exactly the same with Upton, and I were here.
Can I
You
just ask,
didn't.
please, if we want this to go ahead, we need to calm down, right? Please do that.
He's took his ball in.
Chair, I'd like to put a motion forward that we suspend the meeting, everyone takes a breath, we come back in respectfully, we follow what Alan's told us, we can put this forward for another meeting, either a parish meeting, I'm gonna do
Doing that.
we either put it forward in a parish meeting, or we put it forward in a council meeting. But please, let's be respectful. Jim, I was going to try to listen.
I've asked that gentleman.
So why don't you ask him to leave then instead of punishing everybody? If you did that at House of Commons and ask him to leave.
No, listen to it. But for the next meeting, sorry sir, for the next meeting though.
All what's on that piece of paper there, to me,
And it's,
from
we
him,
will
is
put
loaded
this
of
forward for the next meeting. You're going to get your parish meeting, please.
When
We
though?
need, when? I can't answer that question.
Alan,
He won't give a date for a
Alan,
parish
how
meeting.
come I was informed?
Yeah, you think you know more than anybody else, you.
Apparently, the candidate for commissioner. Sorry.
There you have it, folks.
This is it
Ending
again.
in disarray again. That's it. Good night.